Hi, everybody. Welcome to the October 6th, 2017 edition of Colorado Inside Out Postgame, a special web-exclusive production here on Channel 12. I'm Dominic Dezzutti, and let's get a quick take on the transportation and transit changes happening in Denver right now. With Denver's rising population, bike lanes to heavy traffic, is Denver headed in the right direction? I can think of no better person to take this on first. Panic Calhoun from Westward. We look at all the different lanes changing. I'm a avid driver of Broadway in Lincoln, and seeing Broadway going from 5 usable lanes, one of those to a bike lane, now one's a bus lane, 3 lanes, one of the biggest roads in Denver, is killing me, but maybe it's for the right reason. What do you think of the recent changes we've seen? Well,
and more changes ahead. Mayor Hancock announced a new mobility plan that we just profiled this week in a story about what's going to happen on Colfax, what's going to happen on Broadway. And Broadway is just the worst when you are looking at what's happening. We walk outside our office every day and cannot believe the number of people who seem to have no idea what they're doing, bicyclists especially. And it's really worrisome. I know the mayor is intent on making sure no one is killed in traffic incidents, bikers, pedestrians, but we're going to have a real education series. So I wish the city council, which had tried to push through 1 million more in bike lanes during the budget, had maybe come up with new rules for the road, or as I said earlier, maybe flags that every pedestrian and bicyclist in different colors has to wear on top of their heads, just so you can see them. I don't think car drivers really want to endanger them. It's just you can't see them.
Seeing some of the cars whiz back and forth, I think the pedestrians might actually go for that, as if it saves lives. Michael Fields from Americans for Prosperity. So from what you've seen, are these changes what a city like Denver and the way we're growing need?
I mean, I'm glad that there's smarter people than I am trying to figure this stuff out between the bike lanes and the bus lanes and car lanes. I love bike riding, but I'm scared to do it downtown. A lot of the bike riders don't follow the rules of the road very well. But there's a lot of people driving too. They're looking at their phones half the time, and so it can be dangerous. If I get in and out of Denver, okay and safe, I'm pretty happy.
Justine Sandoval, political activist, and like me, you're a Denver native. You've seen it where the different changes, and seeing a road like Broadway, which I think we've been used to most of our lives, 5 lanes, now go to 3 lanes, especially in rush hour. It's getting a little crazy. Maybe I'm just picking on Broadway, but as you've seen the changes around the city, what are your thoughts?
It's been very interesting. One of the things I've noticed in the past few years is streets that have been 1-ways my whole life are suddenly 2-ways. And it's very confusing growing up here my whole life. I think a lot of new people moving in are trying to get used to it too. So we all need to really work on learning our new system, how we're going to be able to function. I ride my bike and I drive, and I have shared with people, I'm just in a constant rage. I'm mad when I'm driving my car at the people who don't know how to ride their bike properly. And when I ride my bike, I'm mad at cars who don't know how to drive properly. So it's chaos right now. I think the construction everywhere does not help the congestion. So as we continue to grow, we'll see where it goes. But I just want everyone to be more aware and more alert of what they're doing, no matter if you're walking, riding your bike, or driving. Hear,
hear. Erika Meltzer rounds out the panel, assistant editor with Denverite.com. You've seen these changes. We've seen a little bit of controversy. The mayor's at least trying to be proactive. People can argue if this is the right way, the wrong way, but he's trying to be proactive. What do you think of the changes we're seeing?
In some ways, I think it would be better to actually put more money in and lean more heavily into this, because I think this halfway infrastructure is actually part of the problem that we're having, specifically on Broadway. I'm on Broadway a lot as well. We've taken away a lane of traffic, and I still see people riding on the sidewalk. Just yesterday, I saw someone riding the wrong way on Broadway in the bus lane on their bike, which I would not recommend. But the ultimate vision of that protected bike lane is to go from the I-25 and Broadway light rail station all the way to the Cherry Creek Trail. And something like that would actually be meaningful, and maybe a lot more people would use it. And I do see, for example, middle school kids using that protected bike lane. Like, wow, I would feel a lot safer with a 12, 13-year-old kid riding in that protected lane than out on the street. And I do think with all the people moving here, it is exacerbating it. I think in the last year, I've seen more people turn the wrong way onto Broadway in their cars than I have in the entire rest of the time that I've lived in Denver.
You're here. There's some scary, scary moments going down Broadway. It's entertaining in a weird, wacky way. It's kind of like Denver. That's all the time we have for Colorado Inside Out Postgame this week. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. For everyone here at CPT12.org, I'm Dominic Dezzutti. Thanks for watching.